DJ Rap, and welcome to the MTC Music Tech Collective YouTube channel. Today, I'd like to talk about my production setup in the studio. Now, everyone has different budgets and different brands that they like, and I'm not dissing any brands. And just because I'm sponsored by them, I am sponsored because I really believe in them and use these products. Um, Everyone has a different budget, like I said. So, getting the right equipment will often save you money down the line. You don't want to be replacing your gear because you realize that you should have bought this instead of that. So, really research your products well. I recommend you go to Guitar Center and try everything out. So, here are some key pieces that I use. Firstly, let's start with the turntables. SL1200s. These are actually the first turntables I ever bought, and as you can see, they're still in perfect working order. And I just love them. They are sturdy, hardy, beautiful touch to the platter, and just incredible, incredible gear that no one's ever been able to mimic as far as I'm concerned. So here we have the Technics in all its full glory, and let's break down some of the parts. Next, you've got the tone arm. Look at that design. It's just beautiful, super sleek. And then you've got your record adapter. You can stick your little 45 collection on there. You've got your head shell as well. Beautiful again. And then you've got your tone arm fixing plate. Lots of moving parts to this, as well as the tone arm weight. And then finally, that famous platter, which is what it's all about. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got the CDJ 2000 Nexus and the DJ M900 mixer. This is amazing and it's top notch, and you'll see this in every club pretty much wherever you go. Of course, if you go to the Pioneer site, you can get anything well within your budget. Things like the DDJ SX is fantastic, really great. Try to avoid using the sync button unless you're using 4-deck mixing. DJing is an art and requires practice. Of course, Serato, Push, VDMX, Tractor, Record Box, they're all great as well. And really, it's about whatever makes you comfortable. So, let's talk monitors. All right, let's flash to these. Okay, so let's check out my monitors. In my home studio, I use a Studiophile BX8s. I find they're incredibly accurate and really translate well to the dance floor. I also use a pair of N810s, which they don't make anymore, but I love them for my vocals. I get a really, really true sound of what my vocals would sound like on any car system or radio, and that's important to know. For my mains, when I'm writing and producing, I alternate between the above and the KRKs. They have a massive sound. So, when you've completed a track, I always suggest trying out on as many sets of speakers as you can. So, again, go to Guitar Center and let them know you're interested in purchasing speakers and try your track out on every pair. So let's talk a little bit about MIDI controllers. I am a classically trained pianist, so I prefer a controller. And in my main studio, I have a Yamaha Motive, which I really loved. Weight heavy keys, feels like a piano to me. You might be able to see my little baby grand Clavinova over there, which is adorable. And everything from M Audio. You should check out the M Audio controllers; they're great. But this is what I use for the plane. It's just adorable. But I find it just perfect for what I need, And also, of course, you could turn your keyboard into a controller just by hitting the keyboard icon up there, which I'm going to show you in a second. So, yeah. So dinky. Just plug it in, you're ready to go. And I have made many a hit song with this little keyboard. So, right here, what we're looking at is my heavy Axion 61 keyboard that I just keep. Um, I really like the feel of the weighted keys, and this has that. So, without overtaking the whole of my front room, this serves its purpose very well. I love my blue MoFis for production, and they've got a built-in amp inside, or you can have them flat, whichever you prefer. And they work by recharging, so I don't like to take these on the road because I find they're a little bit big, but they are so great in the studio for a really true sound because your headphones pick up your higher frequencies. And a lot of times I have students in the classroom say, wow, this didn't sound like this in my headphones. Well, you won't have that problem with these. You'll get a true sound, and I just love it. So when I'm DJing on the road, I like to use my V motors. They're great. And what's cool is you can get them customized, made however you want, and they're really durable and hardy, and they do last a long time, which is great. I love that about them because, as you know, there's a lot of wear and tear on the road. Let's talk about the DAW, which is the centerpiece of any workstation that you have. So DAW stands for Digital Audio Workstation, and you could use Cubase, Logic, Ableton, which is what I love to use and what I teach. I do use Logic for all my vocals. I feel it has a slightly more digital sound, and also like Robotronic and some of the effects that are in there. I just feel they sound different in here, and I've been using it for years. I like the editing process in Logic as well. I have two laptops set up by HDMI cable that connect them both so I can have my arrangement on one window and something different on the next screen. For my audio interface, I love M Audio. This is a 410 Firewire. I've had it for over 10 years and it's still amazing. Let's talk about microphones. So, my weapon of choice here in the studio is always going to be a Blue Mic. They have a huge range of microphones, very high end and also very affordable. So, expensive as you want and as cheap as you want to. Plug it directly into my 410. Truly great microphones pick up every little thing that you want in your voice, all those details, all those nuances. I highly recommend it. Well, thanks for joining me and letting me show you around my home studio and my production setup. I'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. Lots of love and bass, DJ Rap.